Yes, here we go back on the scene. This is the We So Classic podcast brought to you by WeSoClassic.com. It's your man D Dame in the building.
As always, it's your boy Lou Hall in the building.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Prez in the house.
Yo, this recess in the yard, yo. Yo, big shout out to Recess, man. He'll be joining us in a little while and shit, man. Allegedly.
Hopefully.
I got confidence in him, man.
Word up.
What's going on with y'all, man? How y'all brothers been, man?
Good, man. Chilling. You know, weather's getting a little chilly out there, so
ooh, that fall season, baby.
Yes. Yeah, it's about that time to start bundling up.
Oh man, what you got? What you got? Thermals on and shit, man?
Not yet.
Okay.
But I was inspecting them today, though. I was making sure that they're gonna be able to hold up this winter.
Word.
I thought that's what you had on, man. I thought you had on one of them hats with the little snap at the top.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Here go
Ears.
Here go Lou Hall talking about President's fashion sense again and shit, man.
You know, last week I was a janitor, right? What am I this week, huh?
I don't know, man. You look like
a plaid on.
What you got? You said you got the flag on.
The plaid.
Oh, the plaid. Oh, I thought you thought of sets and shit. They like, what the fuck?
You look like one of them long lost members of Public Announcement.
Oh my God. Well, yo, big shout out to Public Announcement, man. They were smart. They got away from that nigga early and shit, man.
They saw his sexual predator ways.
R. Kelly is a trip. Yo, we can't even listen to R. Kelly in the car, yo. That shit's a good turn.
You feel weird.
When is it gonna pass? When can we listen to R. Kelly again, man?
Never.
I love 12 play, yo.
I just had this conversation over the weekend. His phone had came on. I was like, yo, should we be playing his music still? Like, how come he's still getting, you know, this run, yo? He's still
it's good music though
on the radio, man. It's good music, but
okay.
Hey,
so that good point is good music.
Right.
So speaking of good music, can we still play Kanye's music?
Yo,
it's difficult for me too. It's difficult for me. It's in that R. Kelly realm. It's difficult, man.
Listen,
like, are we allowed to?
not for nothing. But here in New York, he gets a lot of radio play. Those first 3 albums, I think, gets a lot of radio play.
Word.
It was on the radio today that All Fall Down came on and shit. On the Angie Martinez show.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? Shout out Angie and shit. And when the song was over, she was like, "It sure does, doesn't it?" Because the chorus, when it all falls down, so she was like, "Oh, it sure does."
It sure does. Hilarious.
Speaking of all falling down, yo, what's going on? Recess in the building.
We can't even fucking hear you.
No, try again.
Come on,
try
man.
Again.
He come on late, then we can't even hear his ass.
Try again.
Hollering from the yard, y'all.
There you go.
Yo,
the show is over, man. We done, man. We wrapping it up, man.
Yo, let's go right into it. What you were saying, Price?
I was talking about Kanye, of course. You know, the man of the hour, the man that's in all the news, the man that's dominating all headlines and shit. They were playing his song earlier today on the radio and on Angie Martinez show, and the joint things all fall down. And after the song was done, she was like, "They sure do, don't they? They sure do." And I was like,
"You know what it is, Luan? Because I got the flash drive in the car, and I put that shit on on what you call it, random and shit. Yeah. So I got all his albums on there. So I don't know. I just feel funny when it comes on. I want to listen to the shit. I can't listen to Watch the Throne. But
Watch the Throne was dope.
Yeah. I mean, they all dope for the most part. But it's just I'm like I said, it's not as bad as R. Kelly. R. Kelly got to get turned off. R. Kelly gets turned off automatically and shit. But Kanye, yeah.
I don't know, man. Some good music, yo. That is some good music.
Yeah, some good music, man.
No pun intended. There's some good music.
You gotta sit there. That's like trying to watch the Cosby Show. Come on, I gotta watch the Cosby Show and shit, man. I gotta watch.
But you know what, yo, I feel like they did Bill wrong, man, and let me tell you why. Because I found out today that I guess Harvey Weinstein, evidently, one of his accusers, whatever the case was, is being thrown out.
The one out of what 60?
Yeah,
out of the 60 other women that accuse him of
as far as I know,
Harvey
Weinstein is free, right?
Yeah, he's free. He ain't never spent no time in jail.
What's that story about Bill Cosby? Somebody hit him with a piece of bread or some shit.
Now, I found out it's not true. It was a lie. But he is like, yo, get me out of here. I do not want to be in here. So evidently he's really going through a tough time being locked down. That's
Yo, I found out that that's my man's job and shit. Yo, he's locked up at my boy's a CEO. He's a correctional officer out there in Pennsylvania, and he's actually in his jail and shit.
Word.
Yeah, he's in his jail and whatnot.
Wow.
So everybody's
everybody. International Man of Mystery, man.
So
secret agent, man.
What's up? What's the word and shit, man? Like what's
the dude is doing his time.
Is a special. He in a special area, or he's in Gen Pop, or what? Like what's going on?
He's regular, yo. He's regular. You know, he got you know, what do you call it? What do you call that shit, man? When they celebrities in jail or whatever. Like, he's not Gen Pop.
Protective custody, whatever the shit is called.
Yeah, like pretty much. Isolation.
Pretty much some shit like that. Where you know he's not amongst the regulars,
right?
And shit like that. Okay. But you know, I didn't really get too much information on it and shit. But he's definitely in there though.
He might get steak dinners.
You probably get a little favoritism here and there.
I'm pretty sure Bill Cosby get mad love in jail. I can see, even if he wasn't a Gen Pop, I can see him getting mad love and shit, man.
Yeah, ain't nobody.
Free pudding.
Oh man,
bad love.
Mad love, man. I'm gonna start rocking the free Bill Cosby t-shirt. If y'all want a free fucking Meek Mill and shit, I'm a free fucking Bill Cosby, man. Y'all want a free fucking Hoover? What's the nigga name? Hoover and shit.
Who?
Y'all want a free Hoover? Who the fuck was Kanye talking about and shit?
I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Who was that Kanye was talking about? It was some gang member from Chicago or some shit.
Oh, you talking about that founded the Hoover Crips?
I think that might have been who it was and shit, man.
Larry Hoover?
Might have been who Kanye was talking about. He's talking to that dude. Yeah, he's talking about free him.
Yeah, free. No doubt. What you talking about, man? Yo, everybody should be free.
Everybody should be free. I don't know about that one, Recess. Everybody deserves to be free, brother.
I mean, the way it is in the culture,
be like the purge and shit, man.
Yeah, but if we had our own government system, it would be an eye for an eye. The people will govern and police themselves.
I hear that.
So all these guys would be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
They locked up.
Since we on the subject of bullshit, what's going on with 45 and you know what I'm saying with I guess evidently North Carolina had about $600 billion worth of damage due to Hurricane Michael.
Okay.
And Trump is only saying that y'all only gonna get $6 billion.
I don't know, man. You see what happened to Puerto Rico. So North Carolina they should be happy. They get anything because fucking Puerto Rico getting shitted on out there.
They ain't getting the people still suffering out there in Puerto Rico, man.
My man got hit in the head by one of the paper towels that he threw out there. So.
Yeah, for real, man. It's a damn shame.
That shit was mad long ago, man. This is crazy.
Damn shame, man.
He should be he should have been held accountable for that. That was a catastrophe.
Yeah.
They absolutely lie about the numbers when we hear that the death toll was
thousands. They try to say what they say it was like 30.
3,000 I heard.
No, but what was the original number? The original number was like.
So you're saying 300.
I don't even think it was that much.
3,000.
I think it was double digits, bro. I think it was like 35.
They were saying it was like 35, but it was like 3,000.
Like, hell yeah, man.
That's a way off exaggeration from what you were saying.
Crazy, yo.
Yo, why you had to bring 45 into this, LJ? What's good with you?
I don't know, man.
I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really, elections are going to be coming up next year.
Yeah, man. Elections are definitely coming up soon next month, man.
And you know what I'm saying? Right now is the time that we really got to start voting. You know what I'm saying? You got to know like what's going on so that way like, okay, who not to vote for.
Because this is that one we've been talking about. This is the midterms, man. This is that important shit, man. This is when you got to take back the fucking Senate or whatever the fuck it is, man. Whatever the fuck it is. The House and shit. We got to take that shit back.
Got this shit locked and doing whatever the fuck.
Exactly.
45 got up his sleeve or whatever.
Yep. He'll pass whatever the fuck it is just because and shit.
And also just to undo what Obama did.
Mm-hmm.
That's their whole goal. They want to, because they were so mad at what Obama did, they want to undo everything, even if it's costing, everything that was built. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obama had to pretty much bring the country out of a fucking deficit.
The fuck? See, y'all talking about that shit, man.
Rambling about
fucking Secret Service coming, yo.
Yo, big up to D. Ray Davis hosting the BET Awards, yo. Girls, he came out in the same thing in the video with Kanye and Lil Pump for Just a Freak Bitch. I'm like a freak bitch. Woo! Yo, he came out in one of the
Hold on. How the fuck you coming in late and then you just changing the subject and niggas is talking? What the fuck is going on?
D-Ray said, yo, man, we cool with Kanye, but not with the NAGA. We don't want to fuck with the MAGA hats. How a NAGA gonna wear a MAGA hat?
Guess I had to be there and shit, man. But anyway, so Prez, you going out to vote? You going to vote this year, Prez?
Absolutely, I will be there bright and early.
That's what's up. I know Lou Hall will be out there.
You already know.
I take my civic duty seriously.
Yeah,
you heard?
Yeah, man. We got to get it popping. Everybody get out there. No matter, just get out there, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Polls ain't gonna be crazy. I don't think lines even gonna be. See, this is when we fuck up. This kind of shit is when we fuck up. This is when we don't go out to vote. You know what I'm saying? They go out to vote no matter what. We don't go out to vote during this time. This is the important one. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get it. We'll talk about it more as the time comes down to it, man. Yes, indeed. So what's up? Other than that, my brothers?
Maybe need to get an episode of We So Classic political episode.
Yeah. I ain't nowhere near smart for that shit, man. That shit is over my head, yo.
Election special.
Yo, I'm disappointed with all this politics y'all talking. Next thing you know, I'm gonna bring religion in this motherfucker, y'all. How about that? Trickery is how they make us believe that our religious figures are white, man. Got them all over the place, yo.
One at a time, yo. Let's take it one at a time.
No, you went to politics. Let's take it to religion, yo.
Oh, easy. Wait your turn, man. Wait your turn.
Y'all talk about politics, man. And now let me talk about religion.
I'm saying though, we didn't really get into it yet. Let us get into it and break it down.
I don't think that shit should even be spoken of, man. It's not our system. It's not our system, Prez.
It's not, but still, we're part of it, though.
Exactly. That's why you got to go out and vote, man. You got to.
That's not our system. Like, we ain't part of this country and shit. We ain't
part of it, man. Part of it.
But you got your own separate country and shit,
like
nigga?
We ain't getting shitted on every day.
United States of recess? I don't understand, yo. All this shit affects you. Well, anyway.
No comment.
I'll be reading my Bible. I'll be reading my Bible, and I'll be reading Psalms. Psalms is my favorite book. I'll be reading that. You know.
I think you're gonna go back to sleep.
Hey, for real, that's your favorite. That's your favorite book in the Bible?
Of course, yeah.
Psalms?
By far,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
That's definitely a good look.
Yo, the Job is no joke either. Job is some serious business. It really talks a lot about how to live your life accordingly with discipline to your morals, discipline to how you feel about yourself and improvement. Job is a dope book also. Yeah, Lou Hall go to church, so I could mess with Lou Hall is the only one. Nobody else go to church over here. So Lou Hall,
we the only ones that go to church.
Yeah, man. Come on now.
Nope.
I be sleeping and shit. That's my day off, yeah.
I'll burn up trouble.
Yo, man. So the funniest shit is James Brown, Netflix, James Brown documentary, Mr. Dynamite. James Brown never trusted many people, he said, because his mother and his father left him, and his father took him, dropped him off at his grandmother's, and his grandmother's had to go. He's left him with his aunt, and his aunt lived in a whole house. So he lived in a whole house. He would see girls coming in, turning tricks till 4:30 in the morning, and then coming home, make breakfast for their husbands, and then be in church.
Yeah, this and that shit.
Yeah. Watching everybody go to church. He sees those same hoes that were turning tricks at 4:30 in the morning the night before. Yeah. So he said, that's why I can't trust nobody. So yeah, Prez, I understand. Yo, you burn up, right? You like Al Pacino in Devil's Advocate.
Devil's Advocate. Let me get out of here.
Or Preacher Paulie on Vampire in Brooklyn.
You always talk about some fucking Vampire in Brooklyn, yo. You always
Preacher Paulie. I'm Preacher Paulie.
Yo, man, it is what it is. Yo, what's up with that Tales from the Hood 2 when you watch, man?
Oh, my
hold up, before you even get into that, man, we got to get it together, yo. Like, is Get Out the only fucking black horror movie? Get Out and Candyman, is that it? Everything is some fucking hood shit?
Pretty much.
I'm tired of this hood shit, man. I'm tired of it. We can do each other than fucking hood. We in the hood. Like, what the fuck, man? Why they can't have a regular? And this is Halloween season. And, I love horror movies. I've been watching, I go through all the horror movies on Netflix, on Hulu, on Amazon Prime. I try to see, but there's no black fucking movies out. There's none.
No, come on, and the horror movies on Netflix is terrible.
Oh, yeah, them shit's all pretty bad. But
be happy for what you do get.
It ain't shit.
So I should be happy about Tales from the Hood too.
Oh, ghetto ass shit.
You got Blackula, or then you have Blackula?
That's something, please. That's the original Coon fucking horror movie shit, yo. They make one Coonala and shit, yo.
Oh shit! I guess I don't know. Maybe black folks ain't into that horror, and
yes, they are. Black folks into fucking horror movies
man.
and shit.
I think that's just
black folks ain't way into horror movies, man. Hell
yeah. Because you know what?
Just because you scared of them shits, man.
Why you gotta put me out there like that?
You scared of horror movies and shit.
Why you gotta put me out there like that? Though,
yo, black folks love all the classics. Freddy, Michael Myers,
all that shit. That's our shit, yo.
That's that shit coming out tonight.
Well, it comes out
tonight, Thursday night.
Yeah, I thought
New Halloween. Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah.
Night. Yeah, but anyway,
we're not time stamped anymore.
What's up, Lou? What's up with that Tales from the Hood 2, man? Real quick,
man. Listen, Tales from the Hood 2 was just trash. Pure, utter, complete boo-boo paper. Like that shit was just terrible.
Like that Usher album.
Like who?
Like that Usher album.
Man, that Usher album was not terrible, man. Stop, man. Out of here.
My bad. Sorry, continue.
Anyway, man,
I don't be the only one blowing shit out.
Yo, like that Usher album.
Yo,
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like Usher is not one of the greatest entertainers of this country.
Usher's my fucking third favorite singer of all times and shit, man.
And the fact that he can jump on. Wait a minute. No, let me first before we get on that. Let me first finish.
Yo, you said jump on, get on that.
But yeah, Tales from the Hood 2, man. That was, of course, Clarence Williams III is not playing
the
devil because he passed.
Oh shit, he did. Oh damn, I forgot. I forgot he passed. Okay. R.I.P. to Clarence Williams. Oh yes, the shit.
The shit.
That was my man. Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll get the shit.
You'll get the shit.
You'll be knee deep
in the shit.
But yeah, the guy that's playing, what is his name? He plays. I don't know if y'all ever watch Greenleaf. But
yeah, of course, man. That's fucking my man, yo. Yeah, come on, man.
Greenleaf. Yeah, Pastor Greenleaf.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he's playing.
My man from fucking They Live and shit. That's my dude, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Barbershop.
Man, he's in everything. Yeah,
man. He's in everything.
It's only like 4 black actors and shit. 4 black old actors that they use and shit. It's only 4 of them. It would either been him or fucking Forrest Whitaker and shit. That's what.
Or Bill Duke.
That would have been it.
Lawrence Fishburne, stop playing.
Exactly.
Lawrence Fishburne is a big horror film, a big horror addict. He loves horror movie, and he's big on sci-fi. He's real big on sci-fi and shit, man.
What's his daughter big on?
So whose man is this, yo? That your man, D?
I don't know this dude, man. I can't claim him and shit, man.
That's your man, yeah.
Big shout out to Montana. Big shout out to Montana, man.
You brought him into this, yo.
I enjoyed
it. Okay, all right. All jokes aside, though.
You know the one from the detective from Law and Order? He would have been good too, also.
Andre Brower?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
There's a black dude?
Yeah, black dudes that could play pops. I could go on, son.
Ice-T.
Now we really get to some hood ghetto ass shit.
I said Carl Anthony Payne. That's
Cole.
What's the man from Family Matters?
Oh, R.I.P. man. Reginald Bell Johnson.
That R.I.P. And I was about to say James Earl Jones.
Get out of here.
That's not R.I.P. That's James Earl Jones R.I.P. Big R.I.P.
James Earl Jones R.I.P.
He's not dead either.
Yes, he is.
He is not.
James Earl Jones is gone, man.
Those are grandfathers. There's a lot of fathers out there. D. You said there's only 4. There's a lot. There's a few. I could keep on naming Will Smith, Denzel. There's a few. Don't say 4. Denzel.
What?
Smith.
Shut up, nigga. So what's up, what you were saying, man, about
what you get? You think this industry is bullshit? There's a lot that you got out there.
What you saying about the movie, man?
Yo, the movie made no fucking sense.
Yo, you can't be off to hear that, son. The movie made
no I wasted so many of my the hour and a half. I wasted brain cells.
Can't even get it back.
I can't get that energy back, man.
I hear you, man. I'm sorry, brother.
Do you like read the reviews before you go see these movies, man?
Well, no, I didn't go see it. It was
on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. It's free.
Okay. But still, watch the trailer. Watch the trailer. Maybe read the reviews.
Well, the trailers be looking good sometimes and shit though. Sometimes they look like shit.
I'm all on. If you're gonna make a sequel, keep that same fucking energy. Don't keep the same.
But it was so long ago. The original Tales from the Hood. It was so long ago, man. They shouldn't even. I don't know, man.
Like, listen, I'll tell you what. This is what we gonna do when we all link up this year coming up, 2019 in Charlotte for NBA All-Star Weekend. Wink, wink. We gotta watch that together. And
we gotta watch my Tales from the Hood.
Yes, and be on like some alcohol, you know what I'm saying? Something to induce. I guarantee y'all will be laughing because
the times that we hooked up, there's been so much on the agenda. We haven't had time to sit.
We ain't got time to breathe and shit. Yo, I really think this year, I think this trip, man, we gotta be we just going with the flow and shit, man. We
no playing. Yo, we gotta be here at 3:00.
We ain't talking about no fucking podcast. We ain't talking about none of that shit, man. We just going with the flow and just whatever happens and shit, man.
That was brutal. Sorry, folks.
And LJ, you started. Don't forget with the Netflix. Then you said something about Netflix. Don't blame Netflix. They just sponsored the producers to put it together. That's not their fault.
Netflix sponsored the bullshit.
Yo, some of them Netflix shows them Netflix movies be horrible and shit, man.
Terrible.
Like, just be horrible. I've been watching all of them shits the last month. Some shits be really bad, just bad quality and shit.
Like the Nigerian movies. With the same fucking actors in every single.
Oh my god. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll get it together, man. We'll get it together. Yeah. My brothers, man. My man, Big Prez in the fucking building, man. What's good, bro?
Yeah.
Oh man, we don't BS around enough, man. We got an hour left. You started talking about this Where I'm From series and shit, man. This is your idea, man. What's good, brother? It's here. Let's hear from the man.
Yeah, man. It's not gonna take that long. It's not gonna take that long.
That's what she said. Let's go, man.
So we touched on this Where I'm From series a little while ago. We set it off with the borough of the Bronx,
New York City, man. We got people from all over the world, man.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. So it was a cool look, you know what I'm saying? We touched on a lot of different topics about the Bronx and shit. Definitely check it out if you haven't. I think it was about time. Let's set it off with another Where I'm From episode. Obviously, we're going to touch on the 5 boroughs of New York City before we touch on any other. So just to keep it moving, I said, yo, let's hit up Staten Island.
Ooh, Shaolin.
Take it out to Shaolin land.
The one thing I remember about Shaolin, I never went over there.
I was just about to ask how many. All right, now three of us are from New York. We lived in the majority of our lives. How many times have y'all been to Staten Island?
I could count on
two hands.
Nah, I could count on one hand. The amount of time I've actually been there.
I ain't talking about driving through on the Verrazano.
I drive through all the time.
All the time. I'm talking about stopping and going somewhere on Staten Island and shit.
So I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've been there, yo. Yeah. The first time I went there, I was already like a fucking adult. I was probably like in my mid-20s.
That's crazy. So the 70s.
I was like 20. Yo, don't be slick, man. I'm trying to be. I was at least 24, maybe 25.
Okay, wow.
First time I actually went.
1930.
Yep. So me and my boy Shannon, he was living out there. We went out there and played some ball. Took the ferry for the first time.
I never been on that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, took the ferry for the first time and shit. It's cool, yo. It's a cool little ride just to see New York from the water and shit. Right, it's free, you know what I'm saying? The ferry is free.
Okay.
So if you anytime you out here, if you got some time to kill, just hop on the fucking ferry. Just take it there and come right back. You know what I mean?
Why they can't hang out over there and shit, man? What's going on?
There ain't shit to do out
there. Yo, New York is so funny, man. It's like I lived there my whole damn life. Like if you I lived in Queens. Like unless you know somebody in Staten Island, there's like no reason to go to Staten Island. There's no reason. It's just nothing. What the fuck am I going there for?
Well, it was called the Forgotten Borough in the past, because obviously it's an island, right? Obviously, it's in the middle. It sits between New York and New Jersey. It's the most southern. It's the most southern and western, the most southwestern part of New York.
Okay.
And I'm talking about not just the city, the whole state. Like if you look at a map, it's the most southwestern part of the state of New York. It's connected to Brooklyn by the Verrazano Bridge, and it's connected to New Jersey by the Outer Bridge and the Goethals Bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew I was going through some shit.
Yeah, man.
Remember the Goethals.
This is expensive too.
Remember the Outer Bridge. Oh yeah, man. Now it's ridiculous.
What's like $15 or some crazy shit like that?
$15 to go across and shit.
I thought unless you're a resident, it's a little cheap. I think if you're a resident of Staten Island.
If you're a Staten Island resident, it's like maybe half of that. It's like maybe $7 or some shit like that. But yeah, man, if you're not a resident, you're paying like $15, bro.
I remember it was $8 for a long time. I remember it was like $8.50.
I remember, yeah.
That jumped up like crazy, man.
Shit's crazy, man. Crazy. They getting it though, because there's no other real way to get to the rest of the city. You know, I mean, like we said, we can, you could take the ferry, but we talking about a ferry that is not as fast, it may not be as convenient because people live, further out away from the actual ferry where you would get on. So, you know what I mean? So bottom line is, driving is the better way to get around the city. So, yeah, man. Like you said, if you really don't know anybody, if you really don't have family that moved out there, then there's really no reason to go out there. I mean, they have, colleges and there's industries, hospitals and all that good stuff. There's a zoo out there, I don't know what else though, man. I really don't know what else.
I mean, they got some nice like venues. I went there for this my boy's wedding one time. They had a wedding out there. So that was the second time I went, and the first time I went, my uncle moved there for like a couple of months, like a year. So I went over there like once or twice and shit.
The cost of living is a little bit cheaper.
Okay.
I think that's what that's the attraction for a lot of the people. They move out there because the cost of living is a little bit cheaper. But yeah, man, I got a couple people that live out there. My boy Alizé, shout out Alizé.
Big shout out to Alizé.
Yeah, definitely. He's doing big things out there.
Good things for the kids.
Yes, yeah. We So Classic crew had to represent for the shorties, for the little shorties. For the Halloween, you got the little trick or treat little event that's going on, put on by my boy Alizé. So shout out for that.
Yes, indeed.
What else? Redman lives out there and shit.
Oh, Redman's out there?
Believe it or not, yeah. Redman got a crib out there. That crib that we've seen, remember MTV crib?
On crib? So that's Staten Island?
That's Staten Island. That's a Staten Island crib and shit. Yeah, he still got it. I remember he was in some interview not too long ago. I think somebody asked him a question about it, and he was like, "Yo, he still got the crib. He's still funny. There." That was his crib out in Staten Island, man. Not too many other people, man, that are famous for being from Staten Island, other than the obvious. You know what I'm saying? I looked it up. They got a couple actors, a couple singers. Christina Aguilera is from Staten Island.
Okay.
So that was surprised to see that. Alyssa, what's her name? Alyssa Milano. Yeah, bad. Yo, I used to love her. I had a crush on her.
Yo, she's still hot. She's on that. What's that damn show? Some show on Netflix I be watching. Insatiable. She's on that shit.
We all know her as Samantha from Who's the Boss.
From Who's the Boss, man. Yes, sir.
And a long running Charm. Charm is still running on TV.
Yep. Had my little crush. on her when I was a kid. When I was a little shorty running around. But from a hip hop standpoint, yo, you know what I mean? Oh man, Staten Island wasn't saying anything when this hip hop thing came on the scene until like the 80s, until like the mid 80s. They had a group by the name of the Force MDs, which was a dope group, man. It was like a how would you call it, man? You know how they used to call them barbershop quartets,
right?
Harmonize, yo. They just used to harmonize and just to sing their ass off, bro. You know what I'm saying? They just sounded beautiful together and shit. So the Force MDs is basically an R&B group, vocal group that started out in Staten Island, and You know, they had some Quiet Storm classics. As some Quiet Storm.
Some of the dopest songs ever, man.
Oh my God, man! What was the one that you remember?
God, come
they
on.
They had at least 2-3 bangers.
Come on, tender love. Love so tender. Bringing you close. That's the shit. I surrender.
Man,
damn, that shit was tight, man.
Man, yo, they had a banger. The Tender Love, man, was official, man. And then not only with Tender Love, you also had Love Is a House.
Yeah,
Love Is a House.
Yeah, that was the
shit. Definitely check that shit out if you young whippersnappers out there don't know about that Force MD's collection, man.
Love Is a House.
Listen, go Google that shit. Go Spotify that shit. Whatever you do, and show you what some good music sound like.
It's a sample that shit.
Sample that shit. Good music, man. These dudes are still actually performing, man. They still, you know, they came on in 1981. They were signed to various labels. They was on Tommy Boys for a little bit, Warner Brothers Records for a little bit. They had a bunch of albums too, man, believe it or not. They had joint in 84 called Love Letters, joint 85 called Chillin', another joint in 87 called Touch and Go. 1990 had a joint called Step to Me. 94 had a joint called Moments in Time. And 2000 they had a joint called The Reunion. So they had the Greatest Hits joint that dropped in 2001. So they were in the movies rapping. They were definitely pioneers.
Definitely. I could almost guarantee that these dudes probably do mad tours like overseas and shit.
Yeah, I'm sure, man. I'm sure. And they probably well into their 50s, probably. You know what I'm saying?
They probably do collabs with Full Force?
No, I don't remember ever hearing anything about that. I don't remember hearing any songs where they did songs with Full Force.
But they like in the same lane though, right?
Kind of, sorta, yeah, in the same lane. I think Full Force was a little bit, I don't know.
It's heavy R&B.
It's more like, yeah, it's more to the traditional R&B, / maybe contemporary music, pop music, whatever you want to call it. Force MDs, it was just like different, man.
Yeah, that fucking Tender Love is stuck in my head now, by the way, man. Fuck y'all. Tender Love.
Cue that shit up, bro.
Everybody that if you never heard Tender Love, man, you gotta listen to this song, man. It's something.
You gotta cue it up, man.
But you know
that shit on.
That Love Is a House is in my head right now.
That Love Is a House is tough too.
How's that go? I can't get that in my head. I keep thinking of the
Love Is a House
song.
And you got the key.
Oh yeah. Oh, love is a home. I don't want to be alone. Yes, the shit. Give it to
me. They definitely did their thing, man. Very, very strong contribution. Very strong contribution to the game.
That's going on the title for tomorrow.
That's going. Yeah, I'm about to put us on the playlist right now and shit.
Yeah. Word up. That's what's up. I remember like seeing a video, and I remember they had like these sweaters with the F, like a big capital F on the sweater. I think a lot of the clothes that they rocked, I think they always had an F on the sweater.
Word.
For Force MDs, man. So yeah, so they was like, you know, the forefront, early 80s, basically. They pretty much put Staten Island on the map when it comes to music. This hip hop R&B. 10 years after them, yo. You know, we was heavy into hip hop. Hip hop was, becoming a strong genre of music in the early 90s. And they had a group that came out that wanted to, I guess, throw their hat in the ring. You know, Bronx was obviously popping, Brooklyn, Queens, all popping, Uptown was popping. So Staten Island was like, yo, we need to, these cats wanted to be like, yo, we need to get out there. These dudes named the UMCs. early 90s, 1991. You know,
you
brothers,
talking about
man.
blue cheese, dude?
Talking about blue cheese, man.
Shout out to blue fucking cheese. Get out, I don't like it. Get out. Get out. Yo, that fucking bitch used to come on all the time,
yo. I remember, man, this shit was a banger, man. It was different. It was something like I wasn't really used to. But I was like, what the fuck does blue cheese mean? Like, I had no idea, yo. I was like, but it was a dope song, you know, putting Staten Island on the map. Two brothers by the name of Haas G and Cool Kim. You know, so it was dope. It was dope for real, man. They came out and they was representing. They also had another joint called One to Grow On.
Oh,
let me give you one to grow on. Yeah, okay.
That was my shit. I give you one to grow on. Yo. That shit go, Lou. Recess.
Oh man, I gotta think about it before I remember the hook. But I give you one to grow on. I know that's what he says at the end of the hook.
Yeah. I give you one to grow on. Oh fuck.
Stop it, kid.
I keep telling you, man, dude, you gotta make a fucking a mixtape, man, with all these joints from the early 90s, man.
This shit. I gotta hear this shit right now. I can't remember this. Ooh, that shit.
Listen to the cuts.
That's the shit. I had to.
That's the one I was talking about, son. Yeah.
You remember this fucking hold up. It's on the phone like a surely likeness. The better than you and see is purely hypeness. So what? So get it again. This is be clearly. All right.
When I first let's go back.
When I first heard, come on, so they give you one to grow on.
I didn't know when I first heard this. You know who it sounded like a lot like Special Ed.
Yeah.
A lot like Special Ed with that, Caribbean sound to it. It seemed to me. So yeah. Not until, of course, I saw the videos and I knew specifically who they was. You know what I'm saying? I did not know they was for Charlotte, for real. That's what's up.
That song definitely did have that Special Ed flavor to it. It could have been produced by the same with Howie T. It could have been a Howie T.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
That produced that joint. So yeah, you never know, man. But definitely shout out to them dudes. They definitely had it moving and shaking back then. For Staten Island and shit. And then it was a drought. It was like I didn't hear anything coming out of Staten Island after that.
It's quiet and shit.
It was quiet, man. It was quiet. Everything else started blossoming and blooming out there, in Queens and Brooklyn, and everybody was doing their thing. And then Shaolin was quiet. Not even Shaolin. It wasn't Shaolin at the time. Staten Island was quiet.
SI, still SI, Staten.
I didn't even really I mean, I always knew it was the borough, but I didn't really, especially around this time. I didn't even know UMC was some shot from Staten Island. I didn't know Force MDs from Staten. I just liked the songs. I didn't know where they were from.
Right.
Yeah, I was even thinking about, nothing about Staten Island.
Well, I want to tell you the truth, Prez. I don't think that's much of a drought, man. I don't think 2 years is much of a drought, man. Unless it's a weed drought. I don't think it's much of a drought. Kid.
I was like, you know how it is though, man. You hear something that got you going, shit is dope. You hear the second single drop, shit was dope. But I ain't hear nothing else after that for a good year and a half.
Back then, man, because we had shit dropping like back to back.
Like every month at least.
You don't know. Every day we come home with a new video on and shit, man.
It was a short drought, Prez.
It was significant though. It was a significant drought.
And boy, did they come back?
Oh, did they come back ever? Oh my god.
The drought's over.
The drought was over. It was a wrap from that point on. Because in 1992, oh man, 1992, the game was officially changed. History was officially created. You had a group of brothers, a group of 10 brothers, yo, which is one thing that I want to talk about before we even get into it. It was actually 10 members. Okay. I always talked about it being 9.
Speak on it, man. Speak on it, brother.
But it was always 10 members, yo.
Speak on it.
The ones that are originally from Staten Island.
Which were, I think, with only 4 of them. Was that from Staten Island? Maybe 5?
Maybe 5.
Right? Definitely 4. I want to say, well, yo, we're talking about the Wu-Tang Clan.
Of course, man.
We're talking about the Wu-Tang Clan. Obviously, you know, we got the RZA, the Jizza, the Old Dirty Bastard, Inspector Deck. You got Method Man, Ghostface Killer, Capadonna, and Master Killer. You know what I mean? So Master Killer came around after these dudes was already established.
Okay.
Right? But it was still early on. It was still in the early 90s when this dude started to make himself heard on Wu-Tang music, Wu-Tang albums. Capadonna, who also came around after the fact, was there. It was just that he was locked up.
Right.
He was locked up at the time. So this was a dude that was in all the rap battles, you know what I'm saying? He was grinding with these dudes and all of that, and the ciphers and all of that. It's just that when they pop, when they actually hit when they hit the scene, he was doing a bit. So it was always 10 members, yo, I believe. But it's just that, you know, a lot of cats don't acknowledge the fact that Kappa was around, or you know what I mean? But he was always there in spirit until he got home and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, so you know, we got the RZA, the brainchild of the Wu-Tang Clan, who had his own solo career. Where he was known as what was his name?
Prince Rakeem.
Prince Rakeem.
Oh, like, we love you, Rakeem.
We love you, Rakeem. He was trying to be on some Father MC.
Got so many ladies.
Yeah, on some Big Daddy Kane. Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't the video, he was like, I think in Harlem, and it was like either riding on something, and like he had like the Apollo Theater in the background, and
but it's been a long time since I've seen that video, but that could be a true statement. It was like, I do remember him walking around with a bunch of girls on his arms or surrounding him. You know, looking at it now, real cheesy.
Real cheesy.
You know what I mean? So, you know, he had a little, you know, claim to fame, little 5 minutes, and then, you know, I guess he faded away. Didn't, you know, label didn't believe in it or whatever the case may be. So went back to the drawing board. Same thing with the Jizza, who was also fortunate enough to have his own solo career, went by the name of Genius.
The Genius.
Yeah, you know, he also had, you know, an album that came out and shit. Made a little noise, wasn't nothing too crazy. Made a little noise. Why? What you saying, Lou Hall? You don't think it was
No, go ahead. Tell him what the album was. What was that name?
The name of I can't remember the name of the
Words
album.
from the Genius.
Words from the Genius.
Yeah.
Words from the Genius. Honestly, I did not listen to the album. Never heard the album.
No, we listened to that fucking album and shit.
Never listened to that joint, man. It was a situation, I think, also where he ended up not getting the backing that he needed from the label. The label, I guess, decided to go on a different route or whatever. So he had to go back to the drawing board.
He had one song called "Come Do Me." He had one song called "Come Do Me."
That's right.
And I think I'm almost positive. I remember watching the video. of "Come Do Me" and shit.
Same concept though, like bunch of girls and
cheesy shit. That's why I was just so flabbergasted, because I knew both of these dudes. Because Prince Rock came out, I've been watching that video, probably Video Music Box. I remember watching "Come Do Me" video. Okay. I was just so flabbergasted. These are the same dudes. I was like, oh, that was the "Come Do Me" dude. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, That sounds real crazy that you said that just now.
Come do me. Listen,
the come do me dude.
The come do me dude. That's what it was. Some dude that came out with some fake ass LL Cool J, Big Daddy Kane song.
Because that was the style back then.
Not for everybody, man. And he disappeared and shit.
Cannabis wanted to do that, but no, I'm just playing. I'm playing. Moving on. I'm playing.
He live trolling you, man. He live trolling you.
Cannabis is not my sore spot, man. Sorry, man. His last album was too whack for me to defend him anymore. I cannot be defended, man. Anyway.
So these dudes, they went back to the drawing board, and the RZA cooked up the plan where he wanted to get all these different rappers, man, on the same album, on the same, in the same group and shit. I guess he had the vision. He was like, it's never done before, and he felt like it would have been something that was going to be, historic, and it really was. When
it really was, yeah.
Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers came out in 93 with the lead single, that METHOD, man. You know what I'm saying? That was part of his plan. He was like, we gonna set it off with Meth, because Meth is gonna be the dude that gets the ladies talking. And he's also gonna get the dudes talking because he's dropping bars.
Right.
So, and I remember when this shit came out, how it was. It's all you heard. This is all you heard, man. Like on the radio, Friday night, Saturday night, whatever it is, during the day, people were rocking this shit out their car. And I remember I went to Jones Beach when these cats came out, and I went and saw these dudes perform this shit, and it was like I was hooked, man. I was like,
what the fuck is this shit, man?
Yeah. When I tell you, it was like on some, how do you even describe it, yo? It was like the whole crowd was just going crazy, yo. And that was like something I've never seen before. I've never seen like a group or artist come out and have so much crowd participation, and they had like the whole beach like just backing them off of that one song, and it was like you knew you had something special right there, man.
No doubt.
Heard up, yo. So
METHOD, man. Hey, you
get up my cloud. You don't know, man. You don't know my style.
Damn.
So that joint was dope.
Myself a shorty, I got
myself for 40, and I'm about to go and what? Yo, let me tell you, man.
Like I said, the city was on fire, man. Wu-Tang dropped, man. That damn Method Man, that METHOD, man. City was on fire, yo.
Yes, indeed.
They came out with a fucking bang and shit, man. I think I told the story before. It's so funny. I really wasn't like, when they first dropped, I really wasn't like feeling them like right off the bat. Not like the first time I heard them. It took me a minute. It took me like maybe like a month and shit.
What?
Get on them. Yeah. It took me like a month. I just figured it was just so much shit coming out during that time, and then I'm like, oh, this is another fucking group and shit, man. Here we go, some new shit, whatever, man. They'll be going soon and shit, whatever. Yeah, I ain't get fully invested, and then yeah. By the time that second song dropped, it was a wrap. Yo, it was done.
Protect your neck.
Yeah.
Protect your neck.
Yeah. It was done.
Man, it was done. Listen, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, again and again.
9 dudes on the track, bro.
Speaking of that protect your neck, I will always say that in the beginning of the song, when the dude was talking to the guy, he was talking to the guy on the radio. I swear that was your voice, D. You sound just like you.
What, back then?
Yes. I was like, I swear that was you, man.
That was me. Thank you, man. I finally got some props and shit. But now they saying that dude, that was listen to the story. They said that was some like college radio station that they went up to. And then they just took the audio from that. Like that was all real. Like,
that was real.
That was real. That was real. Yeah. They just took the audio from that shit, just put it on the fucking album and shit. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. I thought that shit was scripted.
Nah, that shit was real. Yeah. Okay. Get it again.
Wu-Tang Clan coming at you. Yeah, man, and like you said, so it took off. It was monumental because that group was able to secure solo albums. Like everybody was able to secure solo albums from various different record labels. Which I'm sure they probably, I don't know if he had the foresight to see that shit happening, but
what he did when they go talk to Steve Rifkin, that was part of the deal with Loud Records. You know, when they took the Wu-Tang, he was like they would allow the members to seek solo deals other places as well.
Other places.
So I think they could have went, you know, Loud tried to pursue them as well, but they had a chance to go check out deals at other places, and that's why they all ended up in different places for the most part.
Well, there was no way. You mean what? Loud was going to try to allow them to do solo albums within Loud
too. I mean, Loud was able to make an offer as well. You know, Loud, but I guess the money wasn't right. The money wasn't right for most of them.
I don't think they would have been able to. It wouldn't have worked out. It wouldn't have worked out. You can't have
one label and shit.
Yeah, you can't have all of them under one label.
Yeah, that should have been tough. Yeah, but it definitely worked out. Because what is it? ODB went to Elektra.
Yeah,
ODB went to Elektra.
Meth went to Def Jam.
See, what's face? Raekwon stayed on Loud, right? Raekwon was on Loud, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so. I don't think
was he released on Loud.
Yeah. On Loud. Yeah.
Okay. Ghostface was on Loud too? No, right? I don't think Ghostface was on Loud.
I don't know what Ghostface.
I mean, I remember watching the Video Music Box episode when Method Man got his deal and was talking to Ralph McDaniels. They were in the club.
That's it.
It was in the club, and Ralph McDaniels said, "Come over here." So and he started talking. Just got the deal wrapped it up with Def Jam. Like, yeah.
Your things are so different now, man. Like people don't even understand how big these labels were back in the days, man. Like that was a big deal, yo. Like being on like Def Jam or like Loud was coming. Loud was coming up, but Def Jam was the shit. Def Jam, like you want to be on fucking Def Jam because the roster was ridiculous.
Right. Tommy Boy. Ghostface went to Tommy Boy.
Okay. Tommy Boy had
that sounds good. Yes.
Yeah, De La Soul on Tommy Boy, right?
Yeah.
De La Soul, Naughty by Nature.
Tommy Boy.
And Naughty by Nature, Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Tommy Boy was really the in 89, 90.
Oh yeah. 91, 90, 92, 93 with Naughty by Nature.
Yes.
So that's around the same time. Yep.
And then Geffen was also another label.
Oh yeah,
Jizz was on
Geffen.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that album.
Which one?
Liquid Swords.
Liquid Swords.
Yeah, but listen, man. All of them have classic albums. All of them, like them debuts were like
all of them, all 10 of them.
The debut albums when they dropped, it was like so like fuck, like.
Yo, I'll take your Liquid Swords and I'll raise you a Bobby Digital.
Yeah, but then you could take that Bobby Digital,
raise you the pillage, my nigga.
I take that pillage and I raise you and I give you that purple tape. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh! I'll take that purple tape and I give you a Takal.
I'll take that mercy. Oh my god!
That's the second one. That's the second one.
That was the second one. Yo, what was this nigga? What you call it? Capadonna's joint was dope. What was the name of
that? Was the Pillars. The Pillars.
That was the Pillars. Okay.
Yeah. Capadonna album was off the fucking
chain, man. Off the chain.
And now that I finally got a chance to hear it, thanks to D, that You God album.
You God shit was tight.
Yeah.
You God shit was tight. You guys. See, I always like the way they. I was like the way they did it. See, they kind of did it like the same way Boot Camp did it. How like by what is it? Black Moon came out, and then they bought out Smith and Wesson. Smith and Wesson bought out OGC, and then they bought out Helter Skelter. It's always like the way it was like Purple Tape was Raekwon featuring Ghostface, and then Ghostface album was Ghostface featuring Capadonna.
Capadonna.
Yeah, that shit was dope. That shit was dope.
Hold on, but Ghostface first one was Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Iron Man. That was the first one.
Okay, because you said Supreme Cartel, and we were talking about debuts. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was
the second one.
But
Supreme Cartel was the second one. Yes,
second one. Yeah,
everybody's debut off the bat was crazy. Everybody's.
Yeah,
it's dope. Definitely came out with a bang.
Interesting. A point I wanted to also make. Interesting how Staten Island. You know, I to be technical. That's why when you said talk about the members, which ones were actually, I think there's only a few that were actually born in Staten Island. Raised in Staten Island.
Well, yeah, I think Ghost was born in Staten Island.
Yes.
I know.
Are you talking about born? Might not
born
be
and raised. Born and raised, like born and raised.
Yo, yeah, because it's funny because you know, RZA is from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Right, but he lived all over. Remember in that song, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. He said, "Shout out to my boys, Ohio." He stayed out in Ohio. Ohio.
You guys from Brooklyn. Inspector Decker's from Brooklyn.
Master Killer's from Brooklyn.
Master Killer's from Brooklyn.
No, or Queens. Master Killers might be from Queens.
I thought it was Brooklyn. I thought it was Brooklyn. One of the two. No, Old Dirty Bastard was from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, of course.
The Jizza was Brooklyn. So was the RZA? Which one was the RZA that was from Staten Island?
Well, he definitely lived there. He definitely lived in Staten Island.
I think he was the one because that was the one that they was visiting. Remember?
Yeah. He lived there. He lived there. Yeah.
And Jizza and ODB would be going out there, taking the ferry out there to go see him to work on their music.
Right. His cousins. And they all cousins.
Yeah. And they cousins. Right.
It was definitely home base.
Definitely home base. Definitely home base for them. I think Capadonna was from Staten Island. Yeah.
Raekwon and Ghostface went to school together. Somebody went to school together. Two of them went to school together from like a young age and shit. I'm almost positive it might have been Raekwon and Ghost. Maybe.
Meth was the only one that was like from Long Island, like, you know what I mean?
Long Island?
He was from Long Island, and he moved to Staten Island like in his early teenage years and shit.
Okay.
I know he was saying he started high school in Long Island.
Okay.
But I think he ended up moving in the late 80s.
Right.
Yo, even back then in 93, why all of them look mad old though?
They look hella old.
Who's the oldest Wu-Tang member?
Who's the oldest one?
Yeah, I got my money on Jizza.
I think it's Jizza.
I was gonna say Jizza. Yeah, I was gonna say Jizza.
I think it is Jizza. I think Jizza might be pushing 50.
I think Jizza's over 50, if you ask me. He's definitely over 50, yes. I think it's everybody else that's pushing 50. But they all back in 90, mind you, this is a minute ago though. So they were all in their 20s back then.
Yeah, 30s,
right? Damn.
Yeah,
I'll say either Jizza or
52.
52, yeah.
Jizza's 52. Damn. Crazy.
Which mean, they was about it. Now you can see him and like RZA, you can tell he's a little bit older, man. They was about that business, man. They had that business mind, that business acumen going. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, man. So that was the origins, that was the beginning, and fast forward to where we at now. These dudes is like worldwide entertainers, worldwide artists. That they could touch down on any continent and fucking probably do a residency and sell out every day.
Oh yeah,
just based on just
W is probably one of the most memorable logos in the world.
Absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. And I think D, you had mentioned it before. You don't know how like these dudes just don't get together, put aside their differences, and just doing this run and just like know what I mean. But
everybody get paid, man. Everybody first of all, make some dope shit. In all honesty, they ain't really gotta make any more music. In all honesty,
they don't
really have to make any more music. Really,
they really don't. Yo, they got enough bangers.
Literal fucking world tour, literal entire world tour for like a year and shit.
Oh,
even like you said, but the residency, they can do that shit too.
It's just a huge commitment, man. It's just like, you know, they can make so much money doing other things for them to like, just block everything else out just to do a world tour. It has to be worth their while, you know. But I'm happy to hear that there is a Wu-Tang Clan 10-part series in the works. Happy to hear that they have a deal. They struck a deal with Hulu, which now I gotta go join. Gotta join this shit. You know, gotta get a subscription now and shit. Where they want to be documenting this joint, man. And we talked about this shit too a while back when that Straight Outta Compton came out. He was like, "Yo, somebody needs to make a Wu-Tang movie." And
so it's like a documentary. Is it a movie or like a documentary?
It's not. It's neither. It's like a series. It's like a 10-part series where they're gonna chronicle the shit from beginning to, I guess, the origins, like getting these dudes when they first started out.
Now they're gonna have actors playing them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna have actors playing them, so they probably gonna be having these dudes, you know, in the studio. They're gonna probably have these dudes out there hustling, doing what it is that they do, and just show them how they were able to make it to where they are now.
It's interesting.
So it definitely is gonna be an interesting joint. It's based off the book. I feel like they had they said they had a book, Wu-Tang, the Tower of Wu-Tang or something like that RZA had wrote years ago. And I believe it's going to be based on that book, the lives of all the members and whatnot.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So
they deserve a movie with the same quality and detailed script and cinematic, just like Straight Outta Compton, or even better. I would definitely be so proud and happy to have a Wu-Tang, and I know that it could be done. You know what I mean?
No, definitely.
Yeah, because you had so many characters on, Old Dirty Bastard alone, the story of how they got together with, I seen a representation of some people that have tried to do it, but there's nothing like getting the right people. Sort of like how they did it with Straight Outta Compton. I'll be so proud if they did this better for them.
They will. I'm sure they will, man. RZA has so many ties in Hollywood now, man. He's directed movies and shit. He's scored movies. It's just a matter of just finding the right actors and the script. I think the script is pretty much already done. I mean, you just want to write the life that you lived, you know what I'm saying? It's like the shit that you went through,
You're
just
legendary. You're legendary when they're thinking about making a movie about you. When you can make a movie and that it will be fire.
But if you think about it, I mean, a lot of them classic hip hop groups can make a movie and shit, though, man. Almost all of them. I watched a Fat Boys movie and shit. You imagine that shit, a Fat Boys movie? Yeah, I watched that shit. Run DMC movie, all of that shit. Man.
There was one. Tougher Than Leather.
Yes. How about how many members of NWA? How many members of Wu? You see, we're gonna criticize every member when they see them. They gotta have the first name. It's a hard. The casting cast. Whoever does the casting, take their time to do the casting.
All their kids. I know all their kids gotta be in their fucking 20s and shit now. All their fucking kids. Fuck it, whether they're actor or not.
They definitely
that would be a wonderful thing.
They gotta make sure and do a LL Cool J movie.
LL Cool J movie? Yeah. I don't know why there's not one. Maybe he doesn't want anything because he's still out there like that. Maybe still relevant in the world and doing. Maybe he don't want one. I don't know.
Man, I would love to see him on the big screen. But remember, the last time I seen him was Rhyme and Reason.
Who's that?
Wu-Tang. Remember Rhyme and Reason? Been part of Rhyme and Reason.
They got some documentaries on I think on Hulu or some shit. But that Rhyme and Reason was crazy. That's when they is fighting on the bus and shit.
Yeah.
Raekwon and who was it? Method Man.
It was Meth and was it You Guy? Yeah. It was somebody else. It was three of them.
Raekwon was it?
It was Ray. Yeah. They was getting mad at Meth because Meth was acting up in front of the camera. Some shit like that.
Hogging the spotlight at interviews and shit was getting tight. I mean, that was fun. He was the star. Like he was the first one I knew, obviously, because I knew his name.
And that's how they pretty much.
That's how they wanted
it. They won because it was all of them. Like, you know, when you heard that, it's the Method Man for short, Mr. Mac. That's when you heard it. Wu-Tang Clan coming at you. Watch your step, kid. Yo, respect the debt. I smoke on the mic like smoking Joe Frazier, the Hellraiser, raising hell with the flavor. When you hear that, you're on. You it's like, what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, for real.
It's the collective, like you said, Prez, when you first talked about them. They'll never be repeated again in history.
No doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt, man. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Hulu series.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
be here next year, hopefully. And you know, shout out to Ghostface. He just dropped that Lost Tapes album, which was a banger. You know, fire.
What was the joint that you was asking if we heard
Done It Again?
Done It Again.
Done It Again was tough, man. Tough. It was just pure. So just pure, like typical Ghostface. Like he's trying to holler at this shorty. You know what I'm saying? Dropping them smooth bars, smooth lyrics. Cap Donna is on there.
With all the ADD, it got ADD in this chat. So when you go crazy and you see everybody talk about different things, instead of just saying the song, just drop the link, Prez. I mean, I'll tell you, on air and behind the camera, just
drop the link.
Drop the link.
How this dude, Ghostface, like stepped out. He's like. He was the Wu-Tang Clan for like a amount of time.
Yes.
Like it was all about Ghostface. He was the only one that was consistently putting out good music and shit, man. It was all about Ghost, man.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why I chose
definitely him. Hung there. You wonder why you chose. I still wonder why you chose him and shit. But he fucking definitely was number one. But he definitely was flying that flag for the Wu, man. And
give some context. We talk
about. Y'all definitely check out our archive episodes. We had our hip hop draft, right? Hip hop draft. Yes, and Lou Hall was the first overall pick Ghostface Killer. Out of all everybody in hip hop, he picked Ghostface Killer. But it is what it is.
And in the intro, the reason why the intro man said, and Lou Hall, the youngest of the staff, but he still won the draft. And his number one draft pick was Ghostface Killer.
He ain't win that shit.
Yeah.
He didn't win that shit, man. Well, that's what's up.
But you know, and shout out to them dudes too, man. Like they getting like, you know, as far as like still making hits. Logic just brought the whole entire Wu-Tang.
Yes.
For that Wu-Tang Forever joint, man.
Oh man, you mean the one that Prez only likes a little bit? You know?
Oh man, that shit was trash, bro. That shit was trash. Hell no, that shit was trash. That was so bad, yo. Oh my god, that shit was like one of the best songs I've heard in like years.
Yeah, that's exactly what you
know. The best songs I heard in years.
And then this morning, man, I heard a new joint, Tiana Taylor. Her single, she got a remix featuring Ghostface, Raekwon, and Method Man.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, man. The Wu, like I said, it's really not. It's not even difficult to have a banging Wu-Tang album. It's not hard. It's really not hard. 12, 13, the best beats, and then just that's it. You just Raekwon and Ghost do this song, Method Man and you guys do that song, whatever, and just all of y'all do another song. Jizza and RZA and ODB do that. So whoever the fuck, it's not difficult. It's not difficult.
It's not, man.
And speaking of Wu-Tang and speaking of Method Man, I still don't understand how you don't like Judgment Day, D.
Nah, I can't fuck with Judgment Day, man. I bought Judgment Day when it came out. I bought it the day it came out. I had it when it came out. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I
first on the scene.
I love Takal so much because Takal is probably one of my favorite of the solo albums. Yeah, Judgment Day didn't do it for me.
Judgment Day was it was not that great to me either.
I thought it was
y'all wildin'.
It was not that great to me either.
Y'all wildin'. You know what is that? we got so spoiled back then. Everything was great, son. The bar was set so high. You see, so it's like something. It's like crazy about talking about in talking today about back then. The bar was so high. Y'all don't know how when we talk about an album is not just as it's because everything was tough, yo.
But even out of Method Man's own mouth in the interview, I heard Method Man's own mouth. He admits how he wasn't focused. He wasn't focused
about another man's mouth, yo.
Yeah, he wasn't focused. He said shit was just going on. He was doing so much. He was so big, and he just wasn't that focused on like making those albums. Everything happened to Cal. He was just like kind of going with the flow and shit.
Like Dangerous Ground with Street Life, Sweet Love with Capadonna. Like this, the lyrics.
Besides Wu, Ghostface just dropped the joint, and then before that, Method Man was on Sway with Black Thought, and still killed it, man.
Yes, indeed.
Method Man album dropping.
Word up,
November 16th.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Definitely check it out.
Lou Hall, I'm sorry, but there was something I saw on thing about a certain disagreement between him and your boy, Joe. I was like, that was crazy. Come on.
That's old, man. That's old.
Meth with dust. Oh, come on. Mess with dust. That dust.
That was back in the day.
I'm just having to say. I just got to say right now, Meth with dust. That dusty boy. And he was mop the floor.
Is there any doubt? There's no doubt.
There's no doubt. Come on. I can admit that. Yo, man.
A big shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan, man. They definitely represent. They hold that flag big for Staten Island and shit, man.
Yeah.
So,
any honorable mentions from Staten Island?
Oh, without a doubt, man. I mean, we gotta go with the youngest in charge from Staten Island, man. That's Shaheem the Rugged Child.
Shaheem the Rugged Child. On it. Yes.
You gotta walk the streets and watch your back, cause remember with the gas still be knowing how to act.
Yo, when he said, yo, got shot right in front of my building. I hang with his grandchildren. Yo, it was like, yo, shot. I was like, when I first saw that shit,
like the second, like the first time I heard a kid cursing on a song and shit. Somebody my age cursing on the song. I was like, what? He cursing and shit? So she fucks to earn another, but I was like, what?
And the beat, son. I like the filter on the bass line and the horn. Come on, the beat pattern sound like a mix between like a Q-Tip or a Pete Rock joint. You know, I don't know who produced that track, but definitely
I'm not sure either. But yeah, it was dope. It was dope.
In the video, just man, tough.
Dope. Yo, we had another one, Prez. Whoa.
Another one, MC?
Yeah. From Staten Island, man.
Got your boy Mac Wiles.
Okay. Oh, you going recent? Okay. Mac Wiles from Staten Island.
He's from Staten Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mac Wiles, man. Yeah, that did be
slash rapper.
Yeah, he doing his thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely
but you were thinking about somebody different.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
Can I get some? Sound of the Warriors drum on the warpath. Take another one. King Dust.
Yeah.
That's man.
Definitely.
That song was banging. That song was killing this, running the city, man. Running the city, yo.
Yeah, man. Probably the only one he had.
Probably. But that shit was banging. Hey, he got one.
Definitely.
What year was this, Prez?
Oh shit, bro. It was what?
91?
Nah. It would have been like 94, 5?
No.
Was King just after the Wu? I think he just was
after the Wu.
I think it was before the Wu, my
No,
G.
hold on. I'm Google. Let me get on my Google.
He gonna get the fingers going.
The wiki fingers. This is where fuck wiki fingers. Everybody in the world.
Warriors Jump is 95.
95, man.
I was there. I was there in the city, kid. I was there.
Sorry, guy.
I don't care what your shit say, it's wrong.
King Just, yo, he came after the fact.
After what fact? Good. I don't know what fact you talking about. Your alleged fact. What was it called? Alternate facts. What is you talking about, man? Nah, man. Do y'all wicked fingers all y'all want. I was there, man.
No.
I was there, kid. Like, yo, that's the thing.
I was there.
People could go on the internet and Google anything they want to Google, my G. Yo, I was there. I was there, kid.
Well, they definitely, they definitely did their thing. Like I said, all of that, and I mean, just the Wu-Tang, just all the affiliates that they bought in and shit, and
Sons of Man.
Yeah, man.
Right, Sons of Man.
What about my niggas? You know, the Grave Diggers.
Grave Diggers. Yeah.
Oh, and just to touch back on Shaheem real quick.
Yeah, man.
That dude is still making music.
Okay.
Yeah,
I hope so.
That's what's up. See, I would get Shaheem confused with Chia Ali. Chia Ali's in jail, right?
I think he got out. No, he's out now.
Yeah, Chia Ali's out. Shaheem, he's out. In and out.
Shaheem in and out.
Situations, right? Both of them. Unfortunate how
it's unfortunate
they had to go in. Or you could imagine what type of influence, because there's a lot of them that went away. That if they were still in the streets making music. It's just another more controversial.
One of them had a real unfortunate incident. Well, I forgot who it might have been. Chia Ali.
When he punched
somebody. One of them killed somebody.
Yeah,
they killed. I think somebody beat up his sister or some shit like that.
Something crazy. That was unfortunate.
Yeah. One of them killed somebody, man.
Yeah, I briefly. I mean, I barely remember that story.
Yeah,
Shaheem, he got some stories. I think I seen something. Somebody told another story. One of the DJs told a story about ODB. Said when Wu was at its height, ODB had the hotel, had the telly on the floor, and all the girls were lined up down the hallway to the elevator.
They're gonna smash ODB.
He said ODB smashed each and every one of them.
How? How?
All night.
How? How's that even a thing?
In and out.
He ain't finishing.
Man, he was the drunk. Well, he's the drunken master. Just better chill.
He ain't finish. That's impossible, yo. That's what's up. So big shout out to the ODB. Big shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan, man. All their affiliates and everything, man.
Yeah, man.
Big up Shaheem, son. Yo, that nigga. He was like, oh shit.
But I'm gonna look forward to that joint you talking about, Prez. That Wu-Tang series and shit. Definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, man. For real.
Check out that. But hopefully the dudes go on tour. I think we talked about that last couple of episodes ago. Hopefully they go on tour. And we should definitely try to make it a thing to try to hit that shit up wherever they at. If they anywhere near all of us.
Absolutely.
That should be dope.
You know what? It's unfortunate, but it's gonna be a pop-up. Most likely you don't know about the shows. It usually just happens because they don't want to announce it, and then you have some members not make it. It's too many of them. It's a lot.
It's a lot. What we gonna do it, man? That's what's up, Big Prez. Want to put a bow on it, Big Prez?
Yeah, you want to put a big bow on it, man?
Big bow.
Shout out to a couple other people that's from the Staten Island. We already talked about Alyssa Milano. Actor Paul Newman, definitely shout him out. He was definitely from Staten Island. I like his lemonade.
Queens. I thought he was Queens, but
nah, they got him down as Staten.
All right.
This dude I just found out about recently. This dude named Bobby Flay, a chef.
Oh yeah, Bobby Flay. Yeah, no doubt.
He's on the food chain.
I had no idea who this nigga was. I went to his restaurant.
You vegan?
Check it. I went to his restaurant though. I went to his. He got the little burger spots and shit. So I went.
You don't eat burgers.
I got burgers. Man. I got a nice little turkey burger from the spot.
Oh, okay. It's not a burger. Sure, no doubt.
Sure. It was real, man. Yeah, most definitely. Gene Simmons, man, lead singer from Kiss.
Okay.
Yeah, another one, yo.
He's racist and shit. That's what's up, though.
Is he really?
Yeah, look it up, man. Look it up.
Damn. I take it back.
Can't listen to Kiss no more.
Don't be shouting out people that we find out after the fact. That come on.
I know. No, he's not racist, but he well, he could be racist too. But he was against, who was it that went into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? He was like the main one. Basically, hip hop doesn't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Basically,
NWA.
We don't have too many.
Might have been NWA.
You know what? It was NWA because I remember. Yeah.
He was like, but it's not just saying. He was like shouting over the mountaintops and shit about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was going hard about hip hop don't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and shit.
Really? So, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we on some fuck Jimmy Simmons and shit. Yeah.
And makeup doesn't belong on his face. Same thing.
Your boy from The Sopranos, the dude Bobby Bacalao.
Okay.
Remember that? Bacalao.
That's not Big Puss.
Big Puss. Yeah.
R.I.P. man. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
He not dead. He not.
Why do you say everybody's not dead, man?
He's not dead. Tony Soprano is dead.
You didn't even look at him and shit.
Yeah, Tony Soprano is dead.
I think Big Pussy is dead, man.
Nah, he's still out there. He's still doing this thing, man. Yeah, man. I mean, that's about it, man. Like I said, Staten Island used to be known as the Forgotten Borough, and then turned around and became called Shaolin thanks to the Wu-Tang Clan. You know, they've been on the map ever since, if you ask me. You know, right now it's going through a certain it hasn't been gentrified. That's like the one part of New York that doesn't really have to worry about gentrification. I mean, most of the people out there are either Italian or Irish anyway. Yeah, you know what I mean? But they are trying.
They already got it. They already own this shit, man.
The
one thing I do remember about Staten Island real quick, I always remember this shit. Staten Island was the only borough that Obama didn't win the first time around. I always remember that shit.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I always remember that shit.
So you know they wanted to separate themselves from New York. Also,
did they? Okay.
Yeah. They voted, and they got like 65% of the votes. 65% of the people.
That's a lot of people.
They was on board with succeeding from the state, but you know, the governor and the state assembly, whatever, they shut that down. That ain't happening. That bullshit. That ain't happening, man. So yeah, man. One last tidbit. They had the biggest landfill in the country. Landfill in Arthur, what do you call it? Arthur Kill. They was known for people just depositing their trash. Like they would just bring trash from all over and just dump it in fucking Staten Island, yo.
Crazy.
So they closed it down though. They closed it down in 2001 or 2002. And they're trying to, I think they're trying to, as crazy as it may sound, I think they're trying to turn this shit into a park.
Damn.
I was like, yo, you've been getting trash for like decades. And this shit is all toxic probably and hazardous waste and all kinds of, and now you're going to try to make it to a public area. I don't know, man.
That's New York for you.
Yeah,
that's New York for you.
It's real estate, man. You can't mess around. You
gotta
take advantage of that real estate when you can. But yeah, man, that's about it, man. Just want to give a little history of some musical history from New York, and Staten Island, the second borough that we touched on, and there's 3 more to come.
Yes, indeed. That's what's up. Big shout out to Staten Island, man. Big shout out. All right, big shout out to everybody else listening, man. The We So Classic podcast. Appreciate all the love, man. We appreciate it. Keep on listening, y'all. Keep on contributing. You know what I'm saying? Check our social media out. We all over the place, man. At We So Classic Crew, Instagram and Twitter. Email WeSoClassic@gmail.com. Hit me up personally at DJDDame. That's on Instagram and Twitter. And my email is DJDDame@gmail.com.
Yeah. Thanks for checking us out, man. It's your boy Prez. You can catch me on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me at REP1804. REP1804. That's Rep 1804. Holla at your boy.
Yo, as always, it's your boy Lou Hall. You can definitely catch me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. That's gonna be Lou Hall is IZ back BACK. Lou Hall is IZ back BACK. You can also hit me by email. That's gonna be LouHall803 at yahoo.com. LouHall803 at yahoo.com.
No doubt. And your boy says you could catch him on that Snapchat at Resuscitation, Twitter at Southside Recess, one word, and on the IG, as always, at GETDAFUCOUTAHERE. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, my brothers, get the fuck up out of here. We out. We So Classic Podcast.
Staten.
Peace.
Protect your neck.
He said,